I keep thinking you'll come on back to me.
Welcome to the General Dysfunctional podcast, folks. I'm back here with the homies, Mariba and Ken. It's been a stressful couple of days, giving a new cycle with Jussie Smollett with his ridiculous bullshit.
Gay Tupac.
Right? The gay pack. Is that how he says it? Gay pack?
Yeah, actually, he shortened it. He shortened it down. He said he's the gay pack. He didn't even put in the two. Disrespectful.
Yo, you have to put in the two. You have to put in the two. If you're gonna be disrespectful, come on, you gotta put in the deuces. It's pack.
That's a high level of disrespect.
Right? We have some fuckery going on with Gucci, Prada, Moncler, Burberry, using all these slave and blackface insignia in their outfits. We have a guy who is suing for wrongful birth. Can you believe it? Suing for wrongful birth. We'll get into that. So at the top of your list, fellas, there's an IS teenager, an ISIS teenager who is about to lose her UK citizenship.
Lost it. No. Correct the statement.
Lost it.
Take it
As
away.
of yesterday.
Take it away.
PM came in and said, no. You don't want your shit no more.
Let me say one thing. Let me pause, guys. Let me say one thing. I can guarantee you, FIFA is not going to get involved.
FIFA's not bringing shit back.
I can guarantee you, there'll be no calls from FIFA for this one, guys.
Alright, so may as well explain it. This is a really British story, even though it involves international terrorists, but like it can't get any more British than what it is right now.
Oh, is 21 Savage involved? Nothing's more British than that.
Yeah, it's not putting on savage levels of British, but you'll be pretty convinced as soon as you hear it. Essentially, 15-year-old girl, Shamima Begum, come from East London, nearby where I used to stay. East London at 15, leaves to join ISIS. Family don't even know where she is, didn't tell her to go. She ducked out after some next recruitment effort. You know how it goes in London. I don't think people are mistaken of the fact that ISIS is recruiting all over the Western countries. It is what it is.
First off, how are you leaving your house at 15 and your parents don't know?
Thank
What
you.
kind of parents is that?
I can't. This is one of those things I can't put on the parents, man. I just feel like she just took stupid to a whole new level. Like you hear the way if you watch the videos, you hear the way she talk. Like it's on a madness. She was gone in 2015, so she's gone for 4 years. They find her in a Syrian refugee camp.
Pregnant.
After she left one of ISIS's last strongholds there, and she said she gave birth to a son just the last weekend, so the weekend before this one. She gave a BBC interview saying that she deserves to stay, she needs to get help from the government to care for the child, and she shouldn't be kicked out because everyone, myself included, I think my brethren in Mariba, who isn't even a British citizen, saying kick this bitch out, the fuck out. I don't know who you think you are, especially with the audacity to come back with a child. You're bringing a child into your stupidity, and you want the government to help you look after for that shit. Fuck that. Thankfully,
Could you imagine telling people, the British citizens, your tax money is going to fund this?
Some woman had.
Just let the British ice on her, man. Let British ice on her.
But right, you say that. Thankfully, people back in 1981 got smart, and we got the British Nationality Act, where the government can say this person is doing us no good and just kick you out and take your passport. Doesn't matter when you. Yeah, they can just kick you out and take it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they've done.
That's
Exactly. If they don't, there's no point in putting her in prison because no one knows where the fuck she was except that they know that she joined ISIS, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't arrest her for anything, but they can kick her out and they can take her passport. She's originally Bangladeshi. She can go back home.
No. Pause. You didn't get a new message. Bangladesh boy, we want none of this. Bangladesh straight up said
She just wanted no
You best find your way back to that refugee camp in Syria, fam. Because
Bangladesh As soon as they found out the UK ball, you're no longer British. The next thing.
Better wrap that child in some swaddling cloth, yes?
Yep. You make your bed, you lie in it.
I fully, and I'm not British, but I fully agree with the British government when they look at ball. Not today. Not today. Just not today. And if, Nigo, I implore everybody to listen to this woman's interview and just twist your head to the left or right, however you twist your head on board. Is she serious? Does this level of stupidity truly exist? Because when she was saying, she was quite nothing, she wasn't bothered. She was opening dustbins and seeing British soldiers' heads and stuff, and she felt it was okay. But once they come back to Britain,
you hear the excuse she gave as well? She didn't want to be ISIS's poster girl. No one is looking at her thinking she's gonna be any sort of poster girl. So
I never saw on a poster anyway. Do ISIS put up posters?
No one.
Yo.
Christ almighty. Holy shit.
I didn't see her face on a milk carton. I didn't see her on the back page of a newspaper. I didn't see her nowhere except for
no
now.
missing signs, nothing.
Fuck her poster girl.
Nah.
Let's go a bit deeper. Let's dive a bit deeper. Let's just say, out of pure stupidity, UK let her back in. Where is she going to stay? That the rest of the whole United Kingdom don't know you as a terrorist.
Right?
Where are you going to stay?
The whole of the West. The whole of the West. She's done. She is absolutely done.
Yeah, she's
and
over,
another thing I want to point out that she actually said. She said she doesn't regret traveling there.
Mm-hmm.
First mistake.
Yeah, and you expect to get back in the country.
And she said she throws out the argument that she came back because she doesn't agree with everything the ISIS group has done.
Only
What
some
did
of
you
them
think
things.
they were doing? Think they were having parties out there?
They make good hummus.
Yeah.
The tabbouleh is nice.
The ISIS hummus is banging, isn't it?
Yo, that much boost, my nigga.
She just thought there was too much oil and she just couldn't do it anymore. It's bad for her health, isn't it?
She's like,
Cholesterol.
this chickpea spread ain't shit.
And it doesn't get any better because then she come back and she says she saw the 2017 Manchester Arena attack, the one where our good black fishing friend Ariana Grande was performing at, and then I think a van drove in with
Somebody explode.
It was one person. All right, either way, an attack with an explosion hurt and killed many people, shocked the whole nation, and she says she was shocked that ISIS did it. Again, what do you think they're doing over there?
I think she believed it was just one big party, yo. Real talk.
Yo.
Real talk.
Having a good time. I mean,
Wait, not anymore.
yeah, having a good time. Nah.
Yeah. The problem is we're having all these laughs, but there's a serious issue here, and that's the kid. Like, the kid has been born into some shit that
Dog, fuck that child.
does not belong.
Nah.
But the kid doesn't deserve it.
It doesn't. It doesn't. People make stupid decisions all the time. Fuck that child.
But you can give it to the family, no?
No.
You can,
Nah,
you can-
no,
Yo.
no, Nigo. No,
Yo, that's
the way in.
tainted.
That's a way in.
Tainted.
For real? And maybe
when
he's
it-
only.
Dog, when the child grew up and saying, "Yo, where's my mom's? Where's my mother? Where's this person
She died.
who gave
She
birth
died.
to me?"
It was, that's it. She
You're
died.
gonna look at child in the face and lie, "Oh, you're heartless."
Nah, she died. That's it.
You're
I mean,
heartless.
she's probably dead to the family anyway.
No.
It's not gonna be hard.
Yo, imagine
Ten.
that child grows up and realizes what actually happened, and then child
Nah,
goes around, and goes, "Oh,
'cause
this is
you-
what you all did to my mom's. I'ma blow the fuck out of everyone here."
Nah, because you know what's gonna happen. Like, if she takes him with him, it's like, see what the UK's done to us. They've destroyed our lives and blah 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 blah, and we should fight back and retaliate. And then he comes back bigger, stronger, faster.
This nigga's a Daft Punk song.
And said, "This is for my mom." No way. I'm saying all seriousness. If we keep the kid here, the kid can be raised right. There's a chance that the kid can be raised right. Send them back. There is an infinitesimal chance that the kid can be raised right.
You're just one more soldier on the ground for them.
Yeah.
Wait, guys. Let's revisit the point. The Ken Ball, the parents are dead to her. The parents of the BBC bully. She was naive, let her back in, no interrogation, no nothing.
True say.
They were that saying that. And when I heard that, my ball, you must be out your mind talking that nonsense on BBC. Because now the people believe you support the strippiness your daughter just did. If you didn't say, listen, she's an idiot, interrogate the hell of her, but bring her back. That's a different story.
What's interrogation gonna do? What is interrogation gonna do? You think she won't lie?
Wait, there you go. But Ken, at least it shows you want a form of justice. But
Nah, no. Justice is
shit.
because look at how dumb she is. Do you think that ISIS trusted her with any good information? They're gonna get nothing from her.
They probably tell her to pick up the grenade pins.
They're gonna spend money on lawyers. They're gonna spend money on jail time. They're gonna spend money sending her to prison, having to look after her when she comes out. They're gonna have to spend money bringing her back into society. Fuck that. Fuck that. You gave up your right. Trust. I'm telling you right now. If you see me join any group,
I don't know you.
me out. You don't know me.
Me not know you, dog.
You destroy all the pictures. You make sure you don't know me on any level. Because that is the dumbest decision. The dumbest decision.
You will instantly get cut from every single Generally Dysfunctional cut.
you would just
every
just
episode
blank
is
it
just
out.
gone. No,
You just blank. No, you
whole
just blank
episode
out
is
my
gone.
voice, and then you just responding to a ghost voice. You're not even responding to nothing. It's just blank. It's just blank bits.
Not
just
even.
cut together.
Technology has come too far. We have to remove every single episode.
You dub me over with someone else. Like, get someone else to play the role again.
Yo.
Instantly.
The thing is, if this was Trinidad, if this had happened to Trinidad, they would let it in, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago? Probably actually 3 or 4 years ago, there were some ISIS fighters from Trinidad and Tobago. And they just came back into the country normal. Like, civilian airport, no sort of police escort, nothing, just, hey guys, we're back.
Were they internationally known?
Yeah, it was in papers, all kind of thing. It was in papers, it was on BBC News, all sorts of shit.
And
all
they
sorts
would
of
walk back into the country.
Yo, normal, dog. Normal.
It's mad.
When I tell you, nigga, your country. When I tell you, your country.
I mean, honestly, I think this is all stemming from the 1990 attempted coup, right? We have the Muslim leader Yassin Abubakar, who is like he is famous because he was on television as a leader behind the coup, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he is a free man walking around conducting business, talking to people every single day. Every single day, this man is him and all his cohorts and whatnot. Absolutely scot-free. You know, he is even seen as a community leader by some government officials. Yeah. So this person who was leading the coup shot the president at the time in his foot on national television. It just,
walking.
Free? How lawless? I mean, considering how lawless we are now, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense. When somebody like that could just be free and out and about and a public figure to the point where they're holding religious rallies and whatnot. Nothing is wrong with the religion. It's them, you know?
Nego, could you imagine somebody trying to pull a coup in Russia and walk?
Dog, Putin alone. When I say, come at me, bro. Comrade. Come at me. Putin alone sign up on the front lines, though.
Can you imagine? You in Russia, you try that. In North Korea, you try that. You think you walk in? Homeboy killed his cousin in the airport just on another bed. But in Trinidad, you could just walk around in it.
Yeah. No death penalty, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. I don't understand how the niggas still walk.
You don't think we need the death penalty again?
Hands up, yeah. Yes.
Just
I feel like
no problem.
I feel like the Lord, the way we conduct, the way the judge, jury, and lawyer system, I think needs to change before we can do that. Because some of these juries that be sending people away or letting people free, I can't trust them enough to handle someone's life.
Yeah,
That's the only problem. If that gets better, then for sure.
And I think the system has a level of corruption in it that's
Yeah.
also going to impact people too.
So
Yeah.
how would you change it? What improvements do you think needs to be done?
I feel like judges need to be more vetted, like regularly vetted, like to global leader style. So like they're not allowed to have their own personal phone, no businesses, no other sources of income, no relations.
Fundraiser, exactly,
Yeah.
with lawyers and stuff, where lawyers put money towards their fundraiser so they get special treatment when they come
Yeah.
before them and stuff.
Investigations, when a case gets to a certain level, an investigation needs to be done on the judge, the jury, like police investigation needs to be done. Make sure there's no links whatsoever.
But then the police could be
Everything like
corrupt.
that. Them too, yeah. Like
It could go real far.
yeah, I'm saying it needs to get better because, like, sometimes I'll be seeing some of these cases where man's been pleading like he's not guilty for 20 years, and then they realize later on that, oh shit, he's not guilty even though he's been on death row, and it's only because a lawyer decided to work for free in the last year before he's about to be executed. That type of shit is just I can't with that.
I mean, a lot of these cases. I don't know if a lot of the cases in the public system goes to death penalties. You know, I don't know if I'm using the right term now. Just we should probably get a lawyer up in here. I know a couple, but the public defendants. If you do not have the money for a lawyer, the state will give you one. So how hard are they actually trying to win their case as opposed to getting a number of cases under their belt?
It's because they get the state one for the original case, but then they might still think, even after the case has been called and they say that they're guilty, they might still think, I'm not guilty. But you can't like try for the same case twice unless someone fights for it on because they found a new bit of evidence, or there's a different appeal, or they found a different angle for the argument.
Yeah.
And even then, it's difficult, so you need to be able to hire a lawyer for that, and most of the times if you've been in prison for 10-15 years, you don't have money to hire a lawyer.
Nah, someone has to come and intercede for you. But what I'm saying is what is the quality of the public defendants? Are they actually trying to get people off, or are they just trying to have, okay, well, I have maybe, let's say, 8 hours in a day, and I need to get out as many cases as possible. So I'm going to do the bare minimum so that I can hit my personal quota. Because I'm sure they don't have an actual quota. That's it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But you're gonna want to make money, right? You have your own interests, your own self-interest. So if you say, well, I need to get 10 cases out, I'm sure they can do that. They can, get the paperwork done, take the easy cases, whatever, or they, set up points in a case or whatever.
The private public thing applies to most things: education, health, all that stuff. The private place, so 4 times out of 5 will be better.
But in a bubble though, right? In a bubble.
Yeah.
Speaking strictly, forget the lawyers and system and whatnot. The death penalty in and of itself.
Yeah, the concept of the death penalty, 100%.
Agreed.
It's just, are we ready? And I say it varies from country to country, ruling to ruling. Are we ready to implement the death penalty just hands down? I don't necessarily think so.
It's also quite what's it called? It's also quite weird, right? When someone is on death row and they're about to be executed, it's all injections now. From what I know, it's all injections now. There's like a viewing gallery. Who the fuck came up with that? Like
the American viewing gallery thing is, I mean, that's old. Like back in the day when there used to be beheadings and stuff like that. You'll never take the fun away from the human. There'll always be that level of interest. If
I carry popcorn,
we'd probably still throw tomatoes at the guy if we had the opportunity. I'm being honest. Like if they said it's 10 quid for one tomato throw, guarantee you, people would be pulling out that crisp £10 note and paying them just to get one tomato in. If they miss, they're paying 20. That's straight up.
Yeah.
Because it's just inhumanity to want to do that. Because they as soon as they feel like someone is deserving of the death penalty, they know they're not going to live anymore, so they no longer think of them as human. So then they feel like they can treat them however.
So what charge do you think would warrant death?
Murder.
I mean, murder's for sure, but it's like it's about the proof of the murder, the case of the murder, how the murder went about. If I see if I see someone shoot someone on the spot on live TV, there's no taking away from that. But if I hear circumstance and you were missing between the hours of 2 and 4, and he died between 2 and 4, but we don't know where you were between 2 and 4, but you had a motive, and you said before that you wanted to kill this guy, even though you're trying to say it was a joke, because I always try to say I'll kill Mariba one day, but
I didn't see jack shit. I didn't hear nothing.
Wow.
I heard nothing.
Digo. That's Digo. Wow,
The fuck I look like 6'9". Ain't no snitching.
but it's that bit where it's like, because in the court of law, that murder is the same as the murder that I just described before. So the penalty should be the same because it's murder. But there are too many doubts around the second case versus the first case that makes me think we can't really dish that out, which is the main reason why they do long life sentences before they do the death penalty, because they need to give people the chance to maybe exonerate themselves.
I think in the situations where it's clear cut, and I say clear cut, we have video footage, we have
no doubt,
we have DNA, we have, let's just say, semen, whatever we have to pin you to this. No questions asked.
No doubt.
We know you were there. We can see you holding a gun. There's witnesses. There's 5 different witnesses. No racial. They have black, white, Asian. We have everything to convict you, and you have no case. Goodbye, sir. Your time on earth is expired. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I think. Go on.
If there's any reasonable doubt that I can perceive that can be used, say that there's a possibility of you being innocent, is your long life. Because if it can be reversed, throw some cash at you, cool. But once you know, once we can say, especially, and it's like, we can't say for murder, but I mean, murder, you kill your baby, see all that stuff, you have to go. You have to go.
Yeah. I'm including that pedophilia, the rape shit, all of that shit.
I feel like
I don't feel rape deserves murder.
I feel like any offense that results in death, like any clear-cut offense, obviously, that results in death, rape, that results in death, obviously, murder or fight or whatever that results in death, like anything that is clear cut, it's black and white, I think it should result in death penalty. The
question was, you said any form that results in death. So someone was driving, right, and they run a red light and they hit somebody and the next person died. That's what you're okay, cool.
Yeah.
I can't do manslaughter.
I mean, well, let me finish. The whole idea of it taking a while for the death penalty to actually be acted upon, because people sit down in there 40, 50 years waiting for death penalty, right? Waiting for death to come. I feel like once it is clear cut, maybe manslaughter might be a bit iffy, right? But maybe if it's clear cut, do that shit the same day. Oh, you're sentenced to death. Okay, goodbye.
No.
Because
right.
why are you spending tax dollars housing this person?
If you see him pull the trigger, then there's no point. At that point, you're just doing it for the sanctity of law, that you're putting him in court, because there doesn't need to be a defendant lawyer. There just needs to be a prosecutor and the judge. There don't even need to be a jury. We're just here to read you your rights, and then tell you, and then let you and then ask what your last meal is, and then send you away.
Dog, don't even give that nigga a last meal. Give that nigga a last breath. Oh, it's time for you to go. Better breathe one more time. Just gone. Like in the fucking courtroom. Just wheel the chair in.
Nah, yeah, but Mariba, you said yourself, like, if it's on TV or if it's evident right in front of everyone that they did it, why waste time? The max he should be alive for from that point is 2 weeks.
I wasn't even gonna give it 2 weeks. I was gonna say like 5 days.
Maybe they need to prepare. Maybe they need to get someone ready to, because like if some places do the injection, some places do the chair, some people do the firing range. Maybe you just need to get the people together. You know how it is.
You can do the old school way, death by stoning.
No, because
I
don't murderers.
But wait, the person who's administering the injection is also a murderer.
You gotta go too. If they're coming.
Nah.
So where does it end?
They will never get. No one's agreed to that.
You're just gonna have people lining up to die.
Pretty much.
For real.
Pretty much. The guy who pressed that button, yo, his day is coming. Just know that.
Yeah, let's not put Mariba in charge of them laws, please.
Right.
Yeah.
What I will say is that I don't agree the same day, same hour. That's some Chinese shit where you don't even get a recounted vote because you never know if someone
at the very
framing
least,
you.
they need to go to court. They need to go to court at the very least because we need to protect the sanctity of the law. Because if we just start saying, "Oh, he doesn't need to go, he doesn't need," it just creeps in, and then we just say, "Oh, you smoke weed, we don't need to go to court." Send them the fuck to jail.
Remember back in the day where if you are sentenced to death by hanging, right?
Yeah.
And you are hung, or rather they kick the chair from under you or whatever, and the rope breaks, you were free to go, right? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember that.
So if the equivalent of that happens during someone's administration of death, are they free to go? Or would should they be free to
in
go?
China reload. In China they reload. In China they reload.
They try again then and there. If it's the chair, they pull up the lever and pull it back down.
Is it like a Nintendo 64 cartridge? Take it out, blow it, try it again.
I think someone in like survived the injection, but he was so brain damaged that he just wasn't even able to function. So they just had to euthanize him.
Yeah.
Basically.
I say in China, if all 10 of those guys miss in China, all they hear is clink, 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 clink. Son!
Death by Senpuku. That's how it needs to go.
Yeah. But so.
How you feel about homeboy Jussie Smollett with his constantly flip flopping story? This nigga got Oprah involved. Oprah, the O.
Yep.
The O.
You don't get she's the real. Let's just before we carry on. She is the real queen. You need to give up. No Beyonce's, no Obamas. Oprah, the real queen. You don't fuck with the real queen. Full stop.
True say. I can agree with that.
You get Oprah involved, you best becoming legit, and that was not the case. I want to.
He pulled on the clutch's heartstrings, man. He got the O. You know.
Yeah. I do want to applaud us, or give us a pat on the back. We didn't mention a single word. As soon as the story came out that he's saying that he got fucked up by some white MAGA hat wearing guys, I didn't believe it as soon as they started talking about what he did afterwards. Because I only saw the headline and thought, oh shit, not again. But then when you read it and then you start hearing the shit he did afterwards,
that shit doesn't add up.
Yeah, when he's like who he called first, because it's straight up I'm calling even if I'm in a racist state, I'm calling police first or hospital first because I need an ambulance. Because that straight up, I'm not calling my friend. I'm sorry if I get beat up here. What's Mariba gonna do for me all the way down?
I can't help you
down there. It's not. So I'm glad that we waited until all the facts came out, and now we get to look at this with eyes wide open, third eye even. Let's be real.
No, wait. Let me slow you down. Because nothing is confirmed yet, right? It is still all speculation. So everything is really realistically speaking, allegedly, right? However,
I know it's allegedly.
However,
at this point, yes, please.
Yo, this dude is all the way nasty. He has taken what people have been fighting for and about for the last however many years,
centuries,
and dragged that through the mud, through the grime. You know for a fact Fox News and Breitbart,
CNN,
they all, every time something like this happens again,
you remember this?
Inevitable.
You remember this Jussie guy?
Every single blonde white newscaster is going to be all over this shit.
They're gonna be like, oh well, what about Jussie Smollett?
Do we believe?
They're always gonna be second guessing this shit. Always. It's just some real bullshit.
And they're gonna be second guessing the legitimate shit. They're gonna be making excuses for the legitimate shit. Right now, we're at the point of Boy Who Cried Wolf. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
And it's
just because of this one guy.
All fucked up.
Can you remember when they wrestled that guy in front of live camera? We protest that. We had evidence. Every time somebody kill evidence, and they still bowling, but we had evidence. Now that we don't have evidence of this guy potentially, I'm not saying he is or he isn't, and it looks a bit shady, and I'm leaning more to he's lying.
A bit.
I'm leaning more to he's lying. Know that they have this one case to pat on their back. Everything that comes from now on is just going to be 10 times harder
It's all
to
the
fight.
way fucked up.
10 times harder to fight.
Actually, as of 4 p.m. Eastern Time, he has been charged with disorderly conduct so far. Filing a false police report is disorderly conduct according to Illinois
Yep.
Code. It is a class 4 felony according to the state's attorney office. And
Yep.
a bail hearing is scheduled for 1:30 p.m. Central Time on Thursday.
You better do time.
The thing
You
is,
better do time.
now let's outline what has happened since, right? Jussie Smollett said he got attacked by some
Mhm.
MAGA wearing hat folks, right? While eating a fucking Subway or some shit. They put a
And he
noose
finished
around
the
his neck.
Subway.
He finished the Subway. They put a noose around his neck. They threw bleach on him. They called him a nigger, right? All of that happened. These are the things he said happened, right? Since then, news has trickled out bit by bit because obviously the police will find things out and then not release them to the public because ongoing investigations or whatever.
Yeah, the original report was redacted.
Exactly. So
Heavily
over the course
redacted.
but from then till now, we learned that he knows the people who attacked him. He knows them quite well because they're his friends. There's some strong ass fucking black
Nigerian
dudes,
brothers.
some yam eating brothers, right? These niggas out there eating yucca and mac and cheese and grits and shit. Some huge dudes. They bought the items at a Walmart or Walgreens or some shit. There's video evidence of them buying the items, right? And then they said, "Yeah, we rehearsed this. It was all planned." You know, they let the goose go immediately. There was no saving fucking Jussie. I mean, yo, I hate to say this, but honestly, I wish that shit actually happened to him because now it invalidates so many things.
This is what we were saying. It was like this guy better have gotten beat the fuck up by some racist people, because this is false. Then it fucks up everything.
This shit was phony from the start because all those celebs that say, "Oh, we stand with Jussie and I believe and whatnot," sure, believe, and like Scotty Beam was saying on State of the Culture on Monday,
The most irrational of people out there.
right? She was saying that she still believes. She wasn't saying, no, I think people got it fucked up. I don't think she was saying that she still believes Jussie, but she is still willing to believe victims. And no one was saying don't believe victims. We were saying we don't believe Jussie. And I think that's where she got shit fucked up and people got her fucked up. But you can't let this take away from the fact that these things are common, very common occurrence, especially in America, where this is like I said, a very common, almost daily occurrence depending on where you live. Right?
And don't and I have to preface this. Don't get it twisted. Question everything. That's just a life lesson I take with me. Question everything. No blind faith. But now what's going to happen is legitimate scenarios, more so than before, because we've had so many legitimate scenarios where police have been murdering people, normal citizens have been murdering people, normal police have been beating up normal citizens, been beating up black people left, right and center, and we've shown them that evidence, and it was, even though it was at a snail's pace, you'd get maybe one or two people to start seeing shit, even though it's at the slowest pace. And even though people were still making excuses at that time, we were still exposing people for what they were. This has just set everything. It's just wiped the slate clean, or it's wiped the slate dirty again. We've just smudged the chopping board with fucking mud, basically.
Throw the whole thing away.
Yeah, it's all gone. But that doesn't change the fact that you should still question everything, and it's as evidenced by this thing. Questioning it, like people like Joe Budden and Starr and all those people that like got castrated literally within the first few days of them saying this wasn't believable. But that's only because they're public figures. And even people in comment sections are saying who are asking questions, who got like, cast the fuck out for those questions, just questions, not accusations, questions that they were asking. Don't take those people down for doing that. That's what I'll say. Just don't take people down for questioning things, because everything needs to be questioned.
But I mean, it's the nature of the society that we live in now, right? Everything is a knee-jerk reaction. So if your knee-jerk reaction is other than what is commonly occurring, people are going to have a problem with it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. You jerked left and everyone else jerked right. So everyone else who jerked right are going to look at you sideways and go, well, something is wrong with this dude. But as you say, question everything, because not everything is as it seems. I mean, to put a bit of a dot on it, this is the same sort of bullshit that women go through on a regular basis. Also, if people don't believe, purely because of people using the movement in the wrong manner to get attention, to get clout, to get whatever it is. Unfortunately, it's the same shit that women go through on a regular basis also. But I mean, we're gonna keep it 100 and say, well, fuck Jussie Smollett. I hope that nigga gets what's coming to him. Which he's gonna get blackballed. No one's gonna listen to his fucking album. Maybe they will.
Death penalty.
You know what? When Pac got arrested and stuff, Pac was keeping it real. Just know that, sir. Police came, real shit went down. Real Pac, the real Pac kept it real.
Not new Pac.
No. Right. Cool. This guy, suspect. Suspect. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Suspect.
Yeah, a lot of it didn't add up from the start. And I mean, yo, this shit is so aggravating at times when you read about it, because it's just like everything that we've been fighting for, everything people have been talking about is just gone now. Because in truth, it really is. A lot of places are going to just disregard the black experience now because of this, unfortunately. As most places disregard the black experience, we also have this bullshit that is Gucci and Prada, Moncler, Burberry, all these large, fashion houses using the caricatures of blackface, using nooses on their fashion, I'm gonna say fashion in air quotes, using these prints and accessories on their fashion I think it's dark marketing, dark advertising, right? Where people are attempting to cause a controversy just to get the clicks and the retweets and the likes and the shares and whatnot, because it gets their shit out there.
Yeah.
Is it in some way said that any publicity is good publicity? Some way it says that. Maybe I'm right or wrong, but I remember hearing that somewhere.
Yeah, many people say it. I mean, when you have blackface on a sweater, right? People are saying, well, it's not blackface because of whatever reason. There's no other color except black and the big ass lips. We know what that looks like. It's symbolic.
Someone tried to say it was a penguin.
Alright, then you have Burberry with the noose around the model's necks. Then you have Katy Perry, who tried some slick shit with some black shoes and some white shoes having the same print on it. Right? But it looks suspect. You cannot tell me that at a certain level, there are no black people in an organization. Not even black people, no people of color in an organization to say, hey, this isn't about to go down. We're not doing this right now.
I'm not telling you. I'm guaranteeing you. There's no one up on any sort of important level.
Exactly.
Virgil Abloh is a once in a lifetime. That guy over there is a once in a lifetime where you're getting a black man at the top level getting away with shit. And also, there needs to be a bit of inside knowledge that needs to be dispensed on this kind of thing. Yeah. Fashion houses operate where many designers, sometimes hundreds of designers, are about, and then they have levels above them that approve this shit. So the Dolce and Gabbanas, and I'm talking about the people, and the Karl Lagerfelds, rest in peace, that are out there, are not looking at maybe the guy out in Italy who's fucking designing this piece of trash, bringing it out, and no niggas around to stop him from doing any of that sort of shit. Let me just put this out because I know I'll get a name for myself and it'll be good publicity. So you can't. I don't want to say you can't get mad at Gucci or you can't get mad at Burberry. Get mad at them, but like you gotta understand how they're able to get away with this shit. Because at any other company, there's levels to this shit. Literally, there's levels to this shit.
There's no sort of accountability, right?
Yeah.
There's no sort of accountability.
In the fashion houses, they're just doing what they like because they're artists. Not artists, artists who can fuck about and do whatever they like for the sake of the fashion.
But the thing is, right? It has to go through a whole bunch of channels, not just the design channel. It has to go through marketing. It has to go through outreach. It has to go through sales, right? It has to go through websites. It has to go through social media accounts.
That's what is.
So all these people, right? All these people, we're talking about depending on where it is, it could be upwards of 50 people say, hey,
Good job.
I am not comfortable being a part of this.
You gotta think about it, man. The big time designer
Right?
tells the photographer, "You're taking a picture of this shit." Tells
Nah.
the model, "You're wearing this shit if you want to go up in the world." You know how models get treated in fashion, getting starved out there, or otherwise they're getting put in the dumpster. Like then it gets to marketing. They're putting it on Instagram, like Facebook, whatever,
And your
and putting it on their
integrity,
websites themselves.
your integrity as whatever it is you're doing, right? If your integrity, if your own sense of self is so low to go forward with whatever you're presented with, right? Something that is racist, something that is monetizing oppression, something that is making a penny off of pain.
Yeah.
Right? Your sense of self is so low that you're okay with that. That's ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah,
I
agree.
can't believe it. I can't certainly believe it. I
I
think
agree,
it's ridiculous.
but it's just the way the fashion business is just weird like that. It's like we keep going. Well, I keep going back to it. The porn industry is the exact same. They will just take speaking of.
I think you watch a lot of porn, dude. You bring this porn shit up every day.
I swear to God, I don't. It's just it fascinates me sometimes when I just read like the descriptions of videos and all of that shit. It's fucking nuts. The way some of this shit is like I've seen a new category, racism porn. And that shit cracks me the fuck up. Because the titles would be like, daughter keeps nigger away from racist parents and fucks him behind their back.
Yo, that shit probably sells. That shit probably bangs.
That's what I'm saying. There's millions of views on this shit. But the problem is,
delete the search history.
Look, I got this shit on the hidden browsers for sure.
Incognito
For
mode?
research. Incognito mode for research. Trust me.
For research purposes.
For science. But there is a nigger involved in this. Let's take away the word nigger from this. There's a black man or black woman involved in this, and they are acknowledging this shit.
For sure.
But
for sure.
In order to get up in the industry, they have to deal with this shit. And I think that same level of ignorance has carried through. I'm not going to say everyone along the way to this or these images or these products coming out is racist, but I feel like they're enabling it because they want to get up in the world of fashion.
So how do you
what I'm
fix
saying.
it? How do you fix it?
You can't, honestly, I'm the type of person that thinks that there isn't a solution to everything, and this is just one of those things. Like, there will always be them racist fuckers who do this type of shit, and there will always be people who are in a position that's powerful enough to get away with this type of shit. That's just the way it's gonna be. And people might be sad to hear it, but we've held so many fashion houses accountable for this. I think we've going back all the way to when H&M put out that shit about putting the black kid with the monkey. Like we've done this shit. We've gone all the way back to all of these old European people. I just mentioned Dolce & Gabbana. Like, they've said racist shit before.
Yeah. Do you think we will get to the point where it doesn't bother populace anymore? Do you think that the black dollar will be spent so much of the black dollar will be spent elsewhere, that what they're doing over there with their racist eyes wide shut, hoods on their heads parties would not bother us at all?
Because because in the age of clout, fashion is too big. When you're talking about labels like Gucci and Burberry and Fendi, and bear in mind, a lot of these are all part of the same LMVH house, like the Monclers and all that stuff. They bring about too much clout. There's too much attention paid to these materialistic things, and these people are sitting on top of the tree. We can say things like, "Oh, invest in black fashion," but the people that are out there trying to show off on Instagram, showing off these unrecognizable black labels that no one's gonna give them likes for, but will get millions of likes if they're wearing the latest Gucci belts. They own our mindscape. As soon as they own the mindscape, then there's no stopping them.
What do you do it for a Gucci belt, kid?
It's probably not a thing that you notice in Trinidad, but throughout, like, ever since I was probably 15 to 16, and this is a inner London male thing. Gucci belts have been the biggest thing. Remember when everyone, like all the rappers and quote unquote rappers, used to always talk about Gucci flip flops,
Yep.
Future and all. It's just that's what it is.
Real talk.
That's
I
just
have a pair of Gucci slides, and I don't even wear those shits anymore. They're just not as comfortable as people make them out to be.
they're never really. It's like, majority of the time they're not comfortable. They don't work as clothes.
Yeah,
but they are clout bringers, and as long as they continue to do that, then they just control it, and they will always get away with it because they will say, "We apologize. We've instigated this program where we're raising awareness to people," and then maybe 2-3 years down the line, oh, this artist came out with this shit, and then
I think
it's
it's all
the cycle
intentional.
all over again.
I think it's all intentional.
It is
planned. It is planned. It is strategized. Right. All of these things, in my opinion, are 100% intentional.
Yeah.
Because they get the likes from it. They get the clicks. They get the shares and whatnot.
The traffic, everything.
Yeah, because of the controversy. They are marketing anger. They are marketing for pain, and this is the problem. Like you said, I don't think there's a way to fix it per se, but I feel as though if we were to spend our black dollar more consciously, because I'm not saying buy everything black, because as we saw with the episode of Trigger One with Killer Mike, I don't know if you saw it, Ken. It is hard as fuck to buy black 100%. Right?
It is
almost everything
some
at
cases.
some point is owned by a white person.
Yeah.
Right? Or made by a white person. Unfortunately. And that is a bigger problem that stems from the systems of racism. That is an old, archaic thing that I don't think we have enough podcast time to talk about at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know?
No time.
And to be honest, you don't have to do the polar opposite. Just because some racist shit happens doesn't mean you need to fly all the way black.
Exactly.
You can
Just be conscious about it.
just be conscious. Don't invest in it. That's all you have to do. Don't be a Floyd Mayweather and go coon for some Gucci. Like, that's just the end of it. You have your clothes.
Exactly.
If you need to buy new clothes, I'm pretty sure the Marks and Spencers or the Burtons or the Next of the world will support you there. You don't need to go to H&M either. There are plenty of other places.
But I think right now is the beginning of a lot of black fashion houses coming up, because we have guys like St. John who does amazing fashion. We have guys obviously like Virgil.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Caribbean fashion designers coming up in the scene. Right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of African fashion designers coming up in the scene, and just like all these other brands who started, like there's this, what's the one with Louboutins, right?
Yeah.
That started as a guy painting red on the bottom of his shoes with nail polish as a way to differentiate, and it takes years and years and years. So I think this is just the start of it. I think given another couple tens of years, say 50, 70 years or so, we might get to the point where black fashion is as big as things are today. Maybe.
Yeah, and taking the man away from it, we've gone from multiple decades buying Jordans to multiple decades to the beginning of a decade buying Yeezys. So I said at the beginning, take away the man outside of that, because I ain't fucking with Kanye at the moment. Me and him on a different sort of relationship when it comes to his ideology. And Michael Jordan.
You don't want KG in your living room?
Nah, I'm good. No, like, I don't know how he managed to walk out of there with all those fucking roses all over the floor like that. But yeah, him and Michael Jordan isn't really fighting for the black causes either. So
exactly.
I'm not really fucking with him either. But it is possible. That's what I'm saying. That it is possible to get that. Like, Jordan is one of the biggest brands in the world, even though they are technically under Nike. But they are one of the biggest brands in the world, and it is possible, I guess, is the main thing.
Yeah. It is also
buy some Off-Whites.
I had a man, you know the old Off-Whites, the ones? Shit's worthless as fuck now.
Yeah.
Worthless as fuck. I'm vexed.
Don't go for shit on StockX.
God damn, so sad. But one more sad thing, guys. One more sad thing. I know it's a heavy podcast.
It sounded funny because I think this is funny. Go on.
Right? Yo, a dude in Trinidad and Tobago is suing the doctors and nurses in one of the hospitals down here for a wrongful birth.
Mm-hmm.
He's a father of 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's not able to afford more kids, so he decided to go get, to get the snips, to get a vasectomy, to prevent his wife from becoming pregnant.
At that point, you need to be fucking raw. If you're in a relationship that deep in and you're still using condoms, I feel bad for you, bro. So I'm with him so far. What happens next?
So he, man, it hurts. It hurts to read this. As someone who doesn't want kids, it hurts to read this. Homeboy ended up with twins. Twins.
What? No, not
He
one.
Not
He
twins.
got the twofer.
Not twins.
He got the twofer. He is 42 years old with 3 kids. Now has twins. So that's 5 kids, right? So he is suing the doctor and the nursing home involved in a negligence lawsuit for wrongful birth. It is actually apparently it's the first of its kind in the Caribbean. I think he's asking for $2 million as a claim. He's asking for a 7-seater car and money to rent a 5
Wait, he's asking for okay. Now we need to step back. You went from money to a car. We need to
This is what the man is suing for. He's suing for $2 million, a 7-seater car,
Wait,
and money to rent a 5-bedroom apartment.
you say 7? Okay. Because he wants to look after the family. I was getting confused for a second. But he's asking for vehicles, like instead of just money.
You thought it was a hostage situation?
Yeah. That's what I'm getting. Okay, now I understand. Okay, first thing, did he ask for a snip or did he ask for for it to get tied? Because the
Man went in for a vasectomy.
Alright, if it's the full-blown one, that means he asked for the snip. Which means there should be nothing should be happening down there. Nothing.
It is a surgical procedure done on a man which stops the sperm from leaving the testicles so that he cannot impregnate a woman.
Yeah.
Well, he got some swimmers, innit? He has some serious swimmers.
Or they didn't snip enough. they just nicked and tucked.
They were swimming, they saw the cliff, and then they just leaped over that right in there.
Yo,
Grand Canyon right in front of them, no bother. They just stepped over that shit.
Right? This happened in 2013. The surgery cost him $3,300.
Yep.
In March of 2014, his wife became pregnant. A month after he actually got the surgery, so October 2013, the doctor assured him that the surgery was successful. So he got assurance. I can only imagine how bad that guy would have felt. That is horrible.
I'm sure the first thing he's thinking was his girl was cheating. Though. Real talk. I'm betting you.
Nah, that would cross my mind as well, because even though I might have known this woman for 20 years of my life and we're madly in love, I trust the surgeon 100% more. At that point, I'm looking at her with the side eye. If at that point she gets the side eye, because I was guaranteed. If I pay $4,000 for something, I get given a guarantee. Damn straight, I'm believing that thing first. So for sure, guys, DNA test.
Guys, wait, I don't want the paternity test coming out now. It's a paternity test, straight paternity test, Nigo.
Yeah, I mean, one time, dog, I get my tubes cut off. How you could get pregnant? How?
I'm angry at that point because I've immediately go to cheating. There's no oh, is it mine? I'm like, you cheated on me straight up.
Exactly. But imagine being the kids. Yeah. What kind? You have to believe at that point that you are now the second coming of Christ. Because against all odds, you have made it, and you're there with your homie who was born at the same time as you. Yeah.
Yo, the skylight will be shining right on her vagina when she gives birth for the miracle twins.
Right.
Miracle twins.
You have to believe that you're a miracle child because, oh man, it is better than realizing, well, my dad didn't want us.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate mistake, baby.
That is peak mistake.
Yeah, you know how people say, well, we weren't planning on having you. We actually adamantly made sure that there was no way we could have you, and yet you are here. What are you doing here?
This is making me think now. What if the pussy was just that good? What if it was just that good.
That's some good ass box.
Cause that shit drew out twins, you know. That shit drew out
That's
twins.
some good box. I mean,
We're gonna blame her. Forget the doctor. You're gonna blame her now. You're gonna blame her.
pull them summers out.
Yeah.
I mean, he underwent a spermology test and everything, and well,
Yeah.
after the during the deposition or whatever, during deposition with the lawyer, he went through a spermology test, and apparently the man has a healthy sperm count. So I feel like 2 million is too small.
Agree.
I want way more than 2 million.
I want 10. Start with 10.
But you gotta sue for what you can get.
10. Drop it to 6 after. Let the judge drop it.
I want tax returns. I want profit margins for the next 25 years. I basically want you to put these two kids
for uni.
through like PhDs.
But you know, but he asked for the car and the house as well. That a 5-bedroom house as well.
He asked to rent a house. He
Rent
didn't
it.
ask for his own house. I had to ask for my own house. Even rent. I want my mortgage paid. I want my bills paid.
You want,
I want all that shit. I want my funeral paid for. All that shit.
it's nice to know he's still trying to be a good dad though, even though he didn't want those children.
Yo, black men take care of their own. Come on.
Believe that.
Come on.
Believe that.
We not no deadbeat
You should have
fathers.
50.
We out here taking care of our own, no matter what.
Agree.
Even
Even
it's
though
2019, we take care of our kids.
After you pay 3,000 to not have them, 3,000 to not have them.
Still is.
Imagine dropping that every time they piss you off. Yo, I paid 3,000 just to not have you.
Right.
And you're here in front of me now.
Right. I pay a whole.
And I could pay another 3,000 to
get.
get rid of you.
This is like the ultimate. You brought yourself. The thing is, you can't say, like, the father can't say, I brought you into this world, I can take you out. Because they brought themselves into this world.
For real.
They fought through thick and thin, literally, to be here. That's some mad bullshit, yo.
Against the wire, eh?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck me. God damn it.
You know what? Nigga, you know what be worse? You know worse than out of all this? After all this, if they turn out to be failures in life, after all of this therapy, you trying to prevent it, they just turn out to just be leeches.
That's
You
hard.
would just be like, you just be like,
You would be clenching your fist. You'd be clenching your fist, counting to 10.
You be the Arthur meme.
You'd be
you are.
You'd be trying to walk it off like Liam Neeson, just.
Trying to power walk some twins.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not gonna kill these twins today. I'm not gonna kill these twins today.
I'm waiting for one of these twin bastards to come out so I can knock them.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yo.
Christ. After all
madness.
this, them just failed you. Just bring the family.
I hope he got all the shit that he deserved coming to him though, for real.
I hope he gets all that
money.
shit. I hope he gets
Yeah.
all
I
that
hope he
shit
gets
because
paid.
that is
I
a
think he gets
stressful
more.
ass situation.
Yeah, that's madness.
I think more than 2 mil. Definitely hope he gets more than 2 mil. Especially since the doctor assured him. Especially since the doctor was, yeah man, you don't pull out. Don't need to pull out. You just park.
Right?
You just park.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's say what?
You know
What
you don't
time?
win that kid. You don't win that in England. You know hands down he win that in England.
But yeah, I mean, I think any respectable court of law will have him win this.
But that's because they got good insurance in England. Like the insurers will have to pay that 2 mil. I don't know if you're gonna get 2 mil from the doctor. That's the problem. So asking for 10 mil, you'll definitely never see that.
You ask as high
That's
as
the problem.
possible and let the judge bring it down, you. 'Cause we
No,
ask
but
too
then they'll
little,
tell
you
you,
sign
"Oh,
it off.
they'll give you 100k," and then you'll be like, "Well, shit."
No.
You ask for slightly above, because you know, like what's the doctor making these days, especially one that's doing those type of surgeries, maybe 80 to 100k.
Probably.
So like that would probably take him 10 years if he didn't pay for anything else.
Well, remember, it's not just the doctor he's gonna sue. He's gonna sue the
Doing
establishment.
practice.
Yeah.
They make money then.
Was that a private practice? Was it like a small private
I don't
practice, or
know.
was it a
It
hospital?
doesn't say.
If it was, then he making money then. Then he
Yeah.
definitely got 2 mil.
Yeah, for sure. You can get that if it's a private practice like that.
Anyway, fellas, I think we're gonna wrap there because I
Yeah.
mean, it's time. But it was a, you know, is he fucking Jussie Smollett I hate to put back that shit, but hey, whatever. Yes.
I'm
That
telling
is-
you,
that is
next
some rare
next couple
vexation.
days will be live. Next couple days will be live because
For
we're gonna
real.
see the public lynching.
Legal.
No pun intended.
You think Jesse's words? Think about this. This guy just have 2 kids he don't want, and meanwhile, on the other side of Syria, there's some next crazy chick trying to get into England.
It's all
He's
happening.
just looking- He's just
All
looking
I haven't even gotten into asking you guys where the Russian war boats outside of your island. Like I just read that the other day. I'm like, what's going on?
We always have some sort of shit going on in the seas over there.
Yeah,
Right
I'll have to
now.
ask about that another day, I guess.
Yeah, right now is Venezuela's problem, but we get there. We get there next week. We get there.
Yeah.
When we stop putting out episodes, that's
You
when you
know
know well shit has popped up. Shit has popped up. Yeah, but yo, it was good for us. Catch us on all your DSPs. We're on Spotify. We're on iTunes. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Stitcher. We're on all that shit. Check us out on Twitter, on Instagram. Click the links below. Like and subscribe. Fucking
Like
share
and
this shit all over your
subscribe.
social media. We out here. We don't care. We talking about a whole bunch of shit.
Oh,
Fucking Mariva with this bullshit.
I'm gonna kill you.
There's
Let the
a
record state.
there's a link.
Death penalty here. Death penalty, this nigga.
There's a link tree in the description. So just click that shit. It'll take you to all the links of our social media and where you can listen to us. And drop some shit in the comments, guys. Drop some shit in the comments.
Yeah.
Hit us
Get
up on
involved,
our
get
social
involved.
medias. Get
Click on all
involved.
that shit. Listen to us.
And we'll take it from there. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Gently.
Peace.
Peace.